What's going on, everybody? It is your boy Baddog here with another New York Giants video Thursday afternoon. Hey, do me a favor, man. Hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up button. Helps out the channel huge. Giants fan, just signed Daniel Jones. Free agency is going to be hitting soon. We'll see what the Giants do as far as that goes. And obviously the draft are just a few weeks away. So it's going to be very interesting to see the way the New York Giants go about their business in this offseason. Well, this really ain't about that. Wouldn't you know it? It's another video about Daniel Jones. Well, this one's really not about Daniel Jones. It's more about Joe Schoen's reaction or a comment to those reacting to the Daniel Jones contract. Isn't that great? Isn't social media great? Everybody can voice their opinion. Everybody can spew all that hatred and all that vitriol. They can all get it out of their system. Say whatever they feel like. Isn't that great? Isn't that a great thing about social media? Well, it's First Amendment, man. Freedom of speech, right? We got a freedom of speech. But Joe Schoen doesn't care about what people think about the contract at all. Now, I don't think he's talking about Giants fans. There's some Giants fans that obviously didn't like it. Some that absolutely love it. Me, I'm a wait-and-see guy. I listen, man. I'm not going to – I love when people are like, oh, you have $40 million. He's playing like a top-tier quarterback. No, he's not, man. $40 million is Derek Carr a top-tier quarterback? Daniel Jones got the same money as Derek Carr for the most part. Daniel Jones is 7 years younger. And Daniel Jones hasn't hit his peak yet. Daniel Jones certainly hasn't had the people around him that Derek Carr did and hadn't had the stability of Derek. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. I think Daniel Jones' contract is fair. I think it's fair. I don't think he was overpaid. I don't think he was underpaid. Maybe he got a little bit more than I thought he would, but like $2 million more. I said $38 million a year. Give the guy $38 million. He got $40 million a year. Who cares? And if he gets to $195 million, good. You want him to get to $195 million because you want him to hit all those incentives. That's why you give the man incentives. That's why you pay him for that. So hopefully Daniel Jones earns the maximum amount of that contract. That's what I don't care if you like Daniel Jones or don't. Every freaking Giants fan should be rooting for him to earn every single potential penny, not dime, or should I say every potential dime of that contract. Every Giants fan should root for that. Whether you like the guy, don't like him, agreed with the contract, disagreed with whatever. Every Giants fan should root for him to make $195 million. Everyone. I just want to go over a couple of these guys that said stuff about Daniel Jones. And I think it's funny because none of these people play to them. Now, if Kadarius Toney came out and said something about Daniel Jones's contract, you take it with a grain of salt. It's Kadarius Toney. But Kadarius Toney has experience playing with Daniel Jones, as is Kenny Golladay, okay? As do some other receivers or running backs or coaches or whatever. If you played with Daniel Jones, if you were on the Giants and you had an opinion about it, again, you take it with a grain of salt, but at least they can speak from experience. Jaquan Brisker, I had people coming in the live stream say, did you see Jaquan Brisker's tweet? Now, I haven't been on Twitter that much recently, just kind of taking a break from it, whatever. Twitter can be pretty toxic, as most of you know. But Jaquan Brisker of the Bears, he didn't like it, calling Jones trash. They called him trash. I'm pretty sure the trash quarterback or the quarterback that you call trash whooped your ass last year. I'm pretty sure that he did. Pretty sure that he did. Didn't he throw for a lot of yards? Because that's what he'll say. He didn't throw for, he threw for 71 yards. He ran for 2 touchdowns, ran for over 70 yards. The Giants won the game. So he beat your ass and you're on the defense. Also, it's kind of funny. His quarterback's Justin Fields. How many turnovers does Justin Fields have in his career? How many fumbles does Justin Fields have? So if Daniel Jones is trash, what are you saying about your own quarterback there, Mr. Brisker? Probably not a whole hell of a lot. And Justin Fields hasn't played very well his first 2 years either. If Justin Fields had a year like Daniel Jones did, and they gave him that money, are you going to say that about your own quarterback? If Justin Fields had 22 total touchdowns, over 700 yards rushing, over 3,000 yards passing, you won 9 games in the playoffs, won a playoff game, and then he got his extension, would you sit there and go, oh, yeah, my quarterback's trash? Probably not. So shut your mouth. Tyreek Hill of the Miami Dolphins didn't like it. Took a shot at Jones's passing ability. Well, we all know Tyreek Hill needs to mind his own business. Ain't you got some women to strangle or something, dude? Ain't you got some battery charges? Worry about your own personal life. We don't see Dan. You can talk about Daniel Jones's passing ability all you want. I question your personal ability, son. Why are you beating up women? That's like the saddest thing a guy can do is beat on a woman or child. What a wuss you are. So I don't want to hear crap from Tyreek Hill about anybody, about anything. Handle your own problems, sir. You got bigger problems than worried about Daniel Jones's passing ability and his contract. And then, of course, the other one here, Micah Parsons of the Dallas Cowboys tweeted, F it, I'm switching a quarterback. You're another one got issues off the field. You better worry about your own personal issues. But let me just say this. Your quarterback, Dakota Rain Prescott, has won as many playoff games as Daniel Jones has in his career, makes more money than Daniel Jones makes, and I'm pretty sure Daniel Jones hasn't had the pleasantry, or whatever, I don't know if that's the correct word or not, of throwing to guys like CeeDee Lamb and Amari Cooper and having one of the greatest offensive lines in front of him. I'm pretty sure Daniel Jones hasn't had that surrounding cast his entire career, but you can sit there and talk crap about Daniel Jones. Like I said, Micah Parsons, why don't you talk shit about your own quarterback, because he's actually done less with more than Daniel Jones has. Listen, I was critical of Daniel Jones, and I may still be critical of Daniel Jones when he deserves it, but I'm a Giants fan, and you don't take shots at my quarterback. Giants fans want to take shots at him. It is what it is. They're Giants fans. They have the right to their opinion, as do these guys. But I'm not going to get on a Giants fan who doesn't like Daniel Jones. You watch the Giants, you can have an opinion about Daniel Jones, whether it's positive or negative. I don't care. I don't care. You are in the fan base. It's like picking on your brother, right? If you pick on your little brother, it's fine. If somebody else picks on your little brother, well, you got a problem with it. You got a problem with it. The last one is Craig Carton. Says, dude just got $160 with a chance to get $195 million with extra incentives. He's got damn near $100 million guaranteed. That is messed up. Well, it says that it messed up, but I think they meant to write that is messed up. And by the way, good for him. Craig Carton sucks. I mean, there are at least a dozen guys on YouTube that I watch that should have a radio show over Craig Carton. I mean, what a trash show that is. Does anybody actually even listen to Craig Carton? Put his ass on a milk carton, because he should just disappear and nobody would care. Nobody would care. Who the hell is Craig Carton anyway? WFAN sucks, right? WFAN is going right in the tubes. Ever since Mike and the Mad Dog left, that's the end of it. You got nothing there. You got nothing, especially when you got guys like Craig Carton. That's a joke in itself. That's a joke in itself. And so you can take that for whatever it's worth. But Joe Schoen ain't taking a laying down. And you know what? Joe Schoen is the only one that matters. He and Brian Daboll and what the Giants think of their quarterback. If they believe they can win with him, that's why they signed him, because they believe that they can win with him. Do you think that Joe Schoen would put his reputation and his job on the line for a guy that they did not draft and give him all this money, knowing that if he fails or that they didn't believe him 100%, that they're probably going to lose their job? Do you think Joe Schoen would have given him all that freaking money if he was on the fence or didn't believe that Daniel Jones could lead the Giants to the next level? Again, you got to get the job done. You got to get the contract done. He didn't draft the guy. But Joe Schoen's job now, you got your quarterback in place. I still think they're going to work on something with Saquon Barkley to give him a contract. I think that's why they tagged him, to keep him away from free agency. I think they'll work something out with him. That's just my gut feeling. I don't know, obviously. But it's Joe Schoen's and Brandon Brown and Brian Daboll. It's their job to draft good players around the quarterback. That's what GMs do. The best franchises, the best teams consistently draft well because there's a high turnover rate in the NFL because of the salary cap. So a GM's job, and the best GMs always are consistent by drafting good talent, by getting the right players for their systems, and getting the most out of their players. That's what they do. That's why teams like Baltimore are always in the mix of things. Pittsburgh, even when Pittsburgh's bad, they're like a 500 team, okay? That's why they're always consistently there. You know? So anyway, Joe Schoen don't care what you think. And Joe Schoen is the only one that matters. Because at the end of the day, that's his decision. That's his quarterback. This is the franchise that he's making all the personnel moves for. This is the guy he believes he can win with. And as New York Giants fans, as I said at the beginning of the video, whether you like Daniel Jones or don't, whether you think that was a fair contract or not, you should be rooting for that man to make every single dime of that contract. Because if he hits those incentives, it means we're winning football games. And at the end of the day, isn't that what a Giants fan wants? Isn't that what any fan wants from their team, is to win games, win playoff games, and win Super Bowls? Can we at least give him a chance? Anyway, like I said, if Daniel Jones can listen, I'm going to sit there and go, oh, if Daniel Jones has a bad year or has a bad game, I'm not going to come on here and go, well, it's okay, Daniel. You know me. If Daniel Jones comes out and goes 18 for 40, throws 4 picks and fumbles, one's going to say, boy, he sucked. Because I got no problem with that. But it's game to game. Depends on the game. Everything changes week to week. It's just the way the NFL is. Anyway, it's all I got in this video. Thank you for watching. Always appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday. I'm going to go hit this arm workout today. Let's go. It's Bad Diggity Dizzle, and I'm out. Peace!